All right, today we're going to the Mass and Volume Lab. This is what you should have in your comp book. It's attached on Canvas. And this is the stuff from the textbook, which is also on Canvas. You can see there's 4 blue questions or bulleted questions here on the first page. And 2 on the second page. You also need to answer questions 2 and 3. So it says... By now you've measured the mass and volume of different objects. Will the mass of 1 cubic centimeter of an object depend on its shape? Will the mass of 1 cubic centimeter of an object depend on the substance of which it's made? The 3 long, thin cylinders shown in Figure 3.1 were cut from a uniform rod of aluminum using a 10 milliliter graduated cylinder. You can verify that each of them has a volume of 1 cubic centimeter. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. We're just going to take all 3 of these rods, and we're going to mass them. And so I'm going to put it on the balance here. Or I'm going to put it in the graduated cylinder here, and we're going to see what the volume is. So let me put a little bit of water in here. And I didn't have a 10 cubic centimeter graduated cylinder. I've got a 25, and so I filled the 25 up to 15 cubic centimeters, and we're going to verify that each of these has a volume of 1. And I'm just going to do all of them. Okay, so the first one, it's on 15. If I put this in here, it should go up to 16, which would be that line right there. And you can see that it does. So one of them has a volume of 1 cubic centimeter. So it went from 15 to 16. I'll put another one. It should go from 16 to 17. And it does go to 17. Another one, it should go from 17 to 18. If I can get it to go down in there. And it does go down to 18. I'm going to put the kind of fat one in there. And you can see if it'll go all the way in there. Then it went to 19. And then the brass one, the gold colored cylinder, I'm going to put in there too, and it goes up to 20. So each of them have a volume of 1, and so you can write in your comp book the volume of each of them is 1 cubic centimeter. So then we're going to take them out, and we're going to determine the mass. The mass of them. So I'm going to dump the water down the drain and grab a paper towel real quick. So we'll dry these off. And so we're going to mass each one of them. So since they all have the same volume, we're going to see if they also have the same mass. And let me check and make sure this is zeroed out. And it isn't. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to put this on. I'd say that's pretty close. We'll call that 2.85. So we're going to take that one off, set it to the side, put another one on, see what the mass of this one is. Looks to me like it's a little bit more. I'll call that one 3.00. This one's a little bit less. We'll call it 2.68. Then we'll mass this one. We'll call that 2.76. And lastly, we'll mass this gold one, or the brass one. See, that's a lot more massive than the other ones. That's 8.79 grams. And so that is the information that needs to go into your data table. I gave you all the volumes. All the volumes were 1. And I also gave you the masses for each of those. So go back through and make sure that you answer all the questions. There should be 6 bulleted questions in 2 and 3, and send those to me to get your 10 points.